Good morning, everybody, and happy 2025. Welcome back to a brand new season of your favorite segment over here on my channel, Out of the Vault. If you are new, let me just say welcome. It is a pleasure to have you. And for all of you returning, thank you so much for sticking with me for all these years and all of these episodes, and more importantly, all of these wonderful discussions about the world of Disney. And today, because of the fact that it is the first video of the year, I always like to dip into a different area of Disney magic outside of the canon classics, the Pixar films, and even though they are not owned by Disney anymore, Studio Ghibli got their launch really from John Lasseter and Disney, and that is why they are here on this channel. So for today's discussion, I wanted to talk about something really different, something that I actually found out about through YouTube. So I'm sure that many of you who watch this channel, especially Out of the Vault, are probably fans of the Nostalgia Critic's annual monthly segment on his channel, Disneycember, where he really tries to give you guys as much Disney during the holiday season as possible, and he always likes to give you something Christmas related on Christmas Day. And a few years back, not so long ago, I was officially introduced to something I never knew about, and it was the 25-minute long Don Bluth created short film, The Small One. So, as a Don Bluth fan, I am shocked that I never heard about this. I mean, I love The Secret of NIMH, An American Tail, The Land Before Time, even Titan AE. Yes, I am a fan of that movie. But I also know that he is responsible for one of my all-time favorite Disney animated classics, and that, of course, is the 1977 film The Rescuers. I definitely thought it would be time to check it out, and what better place to talk about it than in a January episode of Out of the Vault. So, The Small One is the story of this little boy in this Middle Eastern village back in ancient times, and he and his father have a group of donkeys that they use for their work in the fields. And there is one donkey that is known as the Small One because he is in fact smaller than the other donkeys, but the other thing is he's also getting up there and he is not able to perform as well as he used to. But the little boy has such a tight bond with this donkey so that when it comes time that his father has said, we cannot afford the Small One anymore and we have to sell him, the boy takes on the responsibility to go into town the next day before dark and try and sell the donkey. But he has his own task put in front of him, and that is, if I'm going to sell Small One, it has to be given to somebody who is truly going to love and take care of him just as much as me and my dad did. So the boy is, of course, going into town, and he is met with failure after failure because he cannot find a suitable replacement to take care of Small One. And it isn't until the very end when he officially loses hope where we find out why this is, in fact, a Christmas story. And of course, we do get the happy ending, even though Small One and the boy unfortunately have to part ways. The little boy believes that that Small One is going to still continue to do great things, even without him by his side. This was definitely a very charming short film. It wasn't my favorite, and that's not because of the fact that I don't celebrate Christmas. Okay, I do appreciate a good Christmas movie, whether it is It's a Wonderful Life or Die Hard. But I will definitely say that this movie is very charming, it's very sweet, and it definitely has some really nice songs. I think A Friendly Face is one of the most heartfelt songs that I have ever heard, and of course when it comes to Don Bluth, you're only going to get heartfelt songs, because this is right up there with Somewhere Out There and Someone's Waiting for You. It's a beautiful song. The animation, of course, for the time is also, for a 25-minute short film, pretty darn good. There's definitely some heartfelt moments, there's some comedic moments, there's some dark moments, but that's everything that makes Don Bluth's work that it is. And I will definitely say that if you are a Don Bluth fan and have never seen The Small One, I think that this might be something you would need to check out, because it is definitely something that should be looked at more, especially when we take a look at the legacy that Don Bluth has given to us in the world of animation. So those are my thoughts on The Small One. I did enjoy it, but I just am not going to glorify it and bawl over it much like the Nostalgia Critic did, but I can totally understand why the Nostalgia Critic loves it so dearly. So those are my thoughts on the small one, everybody. Please leave your comments in the box below, and let's have a discussion. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one. If you enjoyed the video you just watched, feel free to leave a comment. Also, feel free to subscribe if you want to be up to date with our latest videos. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll see you in the next one. Actions speak louder than words.